So hello everyone and welcome to a live trading session. Today we'll be looking at futures, and if you haven't checked the video, if you haven't checked out today's video, make sure you do so. So without further ado, let's take a look at the market. So let's get some tunes on. Right, so let me just my screen so you guys can see what's going on. So here we have the next charts. So you can obviously use the referral link in the description to obviously trade alongside on the same platform as I am currently on. And the link is in the description below, as I just said. So based on today's analysis that we've had, the market does seem to be going bearish. And we have some news coming out tomorrow as well as Friday about the unemployment claims and unemployment rates. That's 2:30 and the same for Friday. And then we had a breakdown of Bitcoin and Ethereum today, and they're both looking pretty similar as direction-wise. Except Bitcoin could obviously, well, it seems it has already. So if we just make it here, and then there. So realistically, we could see this structure happening based on everything to do with words up, based on everything to do with the macroeconomics of the current situation in the markets. So as of for Ethereum, let's have a look at the lower time frame to see what's happening. So yeah, pretty much Ethereum's done pretty much the same thing as Bitcoin. Where it's gone through that level and then come back down. So as you can see, through the level and then come back down. And the same Bitcoin, through the level, back down. And then if we look into a close time frame, so look at 5 minutes. So as you can see, it has broken that line and it has come back down, but now it's currently right on it. So let's have a look if we have any levels that we can mark. So here we've marked out two levels, one being the support level and one being the resistance level. So as you can see, we went based off of this candle here. Let me just stretch it out a little bit. So we went based off of this one, I believe. Yeah, here we have. No, it's not good one. So So based off of what we did today in the video, if you haven't seen it, check it out. There's a lot to cover in the video, and realistically, we could see the price. I think we mentioned the price moving to 70,300, which is where it's at currently, and it peaked to 71,108, and that was today at 1 o'clock. And that was obviously after the market analysis. Currently, it is hovering around the level that we mentioned in the video, 70,350. So realistically, we could see a reversal structure happening where the level breaks and the price obviously makes a reversal and comes all the way back down to around this level here where we had 69,000 to 6,900. So it's at the bottom of this one. Just here. So it does seem to be on the reversal currently, as you can see. And then if you look closer, that does seem to be the case, where the momentum was there, but then they lost momentum again, tried to keep it up, and then reversal again. Right, so let's see if we can get some trades on Bitcoin. First, we will have a look at Ethereum and see where price is at Ethereum wise. So Ethereum seems to be in the same kind of movement as Bitcoin. So here we have a nice downtrend where the market was, well, we had an uptrend here, then a reversal, and now it seems we have a downtrend. But this is a break of that downtrend. So realistically, it could be a retest of the price, and it could obviously come all the way down to that zone we talked about, 6,900 to 6,800, 68,300 zone. Sorry. So here we have a trend, as I said. It's a big downtrend actually. So from 2 p.m. So about an hour is what? About an hour has gone by for this. So realistically, it's been about 2 hours nearly for this downtrend from here to about here. So let's see. very, very similar structure to Bitcoin. Do that, it does look very similar. Let's see. Currently, it does look like it's going to reverse and go for an uptrend now, as the price, we had a nice downtrend here, and then it does seem like the strength is gone and it is reversing in price. And that happened right at this area here. So you can see that the longer wick of this candle has been left. Let's have a look on Everdex. If we can find a, go into 5-minute time frame and see if we can find some kind of indication that we could go off of. So here we have a support level. Let me just mark that. We'll get the magnet. That will put us right on the bottom of that tail. So as you can see, this red candle here is touching, and we have a false break here. And as for the resistance level, we will also take a look if we have one. So it's not the best, but we do have some kind of level here. So we went based off of this candle. As you can see, this buy candle has touched that level. And looking at the 1-minute time frame, you can see some kind of structure. And we have a false break here and here as well. We have about, if I see it correctly, this one does touch, and so does this one, and this one too. So the level is there, and then 2 here for the support level. So we have some kind of structure going on. So we could expect the price to obviously peak at this resistance level and then come back down to the support level. And ideally, we could set a limit order for it to touch the resistance level, and then obviously it would make a short position for it to come down back towards the support level. So let me just do that right now. So entry price would be 20.57, 20.57. Sorry, 20.57, 20.57, and then take profit would be 20.37, 20.37. And as of for the stop loss, we could go based off of this candle here. This one, and the price of this candle would be 20.61. So that is our limit order put in. And now we could expect the price to obviously reach this resistance level, and then our limit order would be open. So now we are going to have a look and see what happens. In the meantime, we can have a look at Bitcoin. So when this candle does obviously hit, then we would see the open entry here in this area. So you can see order history as it here. So it will pretty much show as the same in this area. So as you can see, it is currently sat waiting. Limit. See? So it's just about to touch. Yeah, in the meantime, I said we can have a look at Bitcoin, see where that's at, and can we get a same kind of key market level. So I believe these are levels from yesterday, so let's just get with those. So let's have a look if we can get that support and resistance level. It's found in Bitcoin. So let me just get the market on. And here we already have a nice support, sorry, the resistance level. As you see, this tail touches, and so does this one. This one slightly goes through, but it's still a nice indication that the level is there, and we can go based on that. Obviously, it's not as strong as the one on Ethereum because we had that one in the 5-minute time frame, and there was a lot more candles touching that level, showing the strength in it. So we could obviously now take a look at the support level, and we have one there. It's not as strong as the resistance, but it is still there. So we went based off of this candle here, and this one does touch, and we've got false break here and a false break here. We can also have a look if we can find a stronger one, but it doesn't seem that we do have a stronger level, so that will have to be the one we are going to go with. So let's take a look. Well, you can see from a bigger perspective that, say, if we went based off of this one, there are more candles that do show that the key level is there. We have this one here, and then I believe we had another one. Well, that might just be it. This one, this red one here. So that is for Bitcoin. And if that level is that strong, let me have a look if we have any more. So we see when a based off of this one, we could also see that there is a stronger structure here, as this candle does touch. But it's like a floating level. So it's obviously switched. So it was obviously staying in this level, false break here, and then it flipped, and it still showed that the level is there. So it was kind of like a mirroring level in a cent. So realistically, as these levels are here, we could also do the same thing that we did for Ethereum, and we could place a order now for it to go back down to the support line. So we go by the market, we put in our order value, and take profit would be 69951, 69951. And as for the stop loss, we would put 7523. 7523. So we can execute that short position. And as of for Ethereum, let's have a look where Ethereum is at. So it's consolidating at the minute. As you can see, there could be a limit player in this area. As you can see, the longer wicks we have left over. So the price is kind of being pushed in this small space. Another good example would be, there's a nice trend here, very trendy, very nice. A sharp move down, but then we have some more. It does look pretty trendy, but here it's not looking too trendy. But on a daily chart, on the daily, I'd say it's not too trendy. There's quite a bit of sharp movement going on, and then 15 minutes. What does that tell us? So as you can see, there's been some big players in the markets these couple of days. Sharp move there, a very sharp move here and here as well, and then slightly there and there too. So, but most of all, this one was a very sharp move, and that was about 16:15, so about an hour ago. So the price did go from 2007 to 2079. So it's a pretty big player in there. So it seems that the price is coming to our limit order. And if we look closer, we can see that it's slowly coming back up to that level. And as of Bitcoin, let's have a look. So as you can see, it does touch, and now we have broken through that level. But straight away, there's been a reversal, and it has started to come back down. So realistically, it does look like a fall break to me. It wasn't strong enough to push through that key level, and now we can actually expect a move downwards and all the way down to the support level. So as you can see, it does seem to be a pretty strong level. There's quite a lot of candles that do confirm that level, so we are not too worried. So there's been a strong push and immediately a strong push downwards. And in the 5-minute chart, it does show strength as well. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, and 4 candles touch that level. So the level is quite strong. And as of for the support level, we don't see too many candles. I think we've only got one touching that level, and it being this red one. And now it's currently on the move downwards, like I just said. So, what about Ethereum? Did we get to that level? Not quite. Look how close it was. So, realistically, we could have actually entered just a little bit lower, but it's no biggie. So now the price could actually keep coming down. We will take our profit at the bottom for the Bitcoin trade, and then as it comes back up, we can then that limit order would obviously be executed. So let's keep an eye on Bitcoin with what's it doing. So like I said, it did punch through a tiny little bit, so that is a false break, and it does come back straight down. So it's nearly as equally as strong as the move upwards, downwards. So it's gaining momentum, nice big momentum, and then it went straight back down. See a nice trend here, and then again. Very nice trend in the 1 minute time frame. And the 5 minute time frame, we can see. Yeah, I mean, it does look like a downtrend to me. So we could see a higher low. So we have a higher here, no, the high is here, and then we have a higher low, lower high, sorry, and then we have a lower high as well. And then we could expect this one to go back to the support level. So let's have a look at this trade. We'll keep it in the 1 minute time frame just to see how the market does move. So we can have, in the meantime, we can have a look at other currencies or other futures. Let's look at pump one. 5 minute time frame. Do we have any support on different levels? Well, I mean, the where do we go? The stronger the levels are, so we could actually go for a bigger time frame and then have a look on what's going on. So that's a pretty strong level already. Based off of this candle. But as you can see previously, there's a lot more candles that touch it. So we have this one here, and then these two green ones, green, green, green. So there's about 6 candle tails that confirm this level. So as of for the support, we can also check it out and see what. So we can't seem to find a support level in the 15-minute time frame. Let's look on a wider level. I mean, we could go based off of this, but we don't have any bottoms to confirm the level. We only have tops. We have one top here that shows some indication that the level is there. and this one. This one does actually sell. We have this one and this one as like a mirroring one, but the level kind of is there. So realistically, this could be our bigger time frame level. In the 30-minute in the 30-minute time frame, you can see that there is a indication that the level is there. So we have a candle here. Say we went based off of this one. We've got the candle that supports it here, 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 and then at the end. So it does look like a pretty strong level. 15-minute time frame, we had about 6 candles confirming that level, and then the lower we go, I think the more candles will support that level. So as you know, the bigger the level, or the wider, say 30 minutes, 1 hour, the stronger the indication that the key level is there. So let's have a look. Lucky shot. All right. There is a false break here. It does seem to be stuck out. Let's have a look. Underneath the dip on the horizontal line. So, right. So that's what happened with that. Uh, yeah. So unfortunately, that Bitcoin trade didn't go through. I think we broke. I think our stop loss was roughly here, and then it broke through and hit way past our stop loss. So yeah. So that's that. And it does look to me as if it wants to break through that level. So realistically, we could see a true break from here. So our stop loss was roughly around this area. Yeah, so our stop loss was here in at this level. So as you can see, it broke through it. So either way, we could have one of two one of two outcomes. It does break through that level and it's a true break, or we come back all the way down to the support level. It does look like it was accumulating the the price was accumulating in this area, and then it does break through, but then it comes back down. And here it does break through again and again, but it could also be a false break. And then now we might actually see a true break forming. So this was our stronger level. Let me just get rid of these lines so we can have a clearer view in a wider time frame. So yeah, this level was pretty strong. As you can see, it has broken through. Yeah, it broke through here, and then it came back down, and now it seems to be the true break by the looks of it. Or it could even just be messing around and it could come straight back down. Could see a reversal. So it's 50-50 currently, buyers and sellers. Well, I believe it is going to come down as everything we talked about today, macroeconomics, the Fed, everything that has happened. So it could actually stop peaking there at this level here. So it has touched the end of this candle here. Just mark that. So it's touched it. Level, there is a level here. So realistically, right now we could enter a short position, but to come back down all the way to the support level and keep staying in this key level. So 6-9, 6-9, 6-9-9-5-1, 6-9-5-1. 70, 70, 70, 71. Let's have a look at it closer. Time frame. So the strength and momentum do seem to be coming back down. So we're going to enter that trade. So there's been a big move. Right, I won't say it's massive, but it's pretty big. So it's moved from all the way here, all the way up to here. I think that's the 70,800 zone that we talked about, 70,300. I mean, we've already broke through that, and that was around here, or just below this level, so around here. and we break through that level, and we have been stopped out nearly. It's just touched, and that is just at this width here. So yeah, we could see a reversal in the price, but the momentum is there, the strength is there for it to potentially go beyond. So it looks like the momentum is continuing, and it might actually break through. So it's just touched our stop loss, and then it's kind of hovering around. And as of for 1 minute, yeah, it does literally touch it. Just about. It's literally like micro, and now it does seem to be kind of on a move down. We could see the same thing in, well, here and here, and it's just a movement. Or we could see a move downwards, so it may look a bit chilly. So. So it does seem that it's lost its. I'm not going to speak too soon. It does look like it's going back up. Yeah. So the price was accumulating in this area, and as you can see, it just shot up. Then we have a look at some more examples of that. Uh, and we have an example here. Yeah, so we have accumulating price, and I think it goes like look how short these little candles are. The wicks are bigger, but it doesn't really move for about 10 minutes. The price stays in this area, gains it, and then shoots up. That's kind of what just happened. As you can see, accumulating price, accumulating, and then it shoots up. Right now, we don't really have much of an indication of who, what, and where, but the larger time frames could suggest we have a false break at the top of this key level. I think this key level was in the 15-minute time frame. So yeah, based off of the 15-minute, we could get a trade off of that. But it does, like the level is strong. I believe it's actually in the 30-minute time frame. Yes. So realistically, we could expect it now to come back down to 69, 9, 950. 70, 70, 799. And then get it into a short position. So that's our short position. Let me just stretch it a bit. And then 70, there we go. So our ratio is 3.07. It does seem there could be a reversal now. Yeah. In 1 minute. Yeah, so the price didn't go past this level here. It pushed through like it obviously has in other areas, like say here and here. It's more like this one. There's more candles that are pushed through. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here we have about 5 issues, 4, 5. So and then as with the third coin, as you can see, price does look like it's been lightning as well. There's a bit of an uptrend, but it's not major, so I feel like that would be on all futures. Yeah, so price accumulate. Pump one does seem to look a little bit different. Uh, let's have a look if we can get any levels. Here's one. It does seem to be on the move down now, so let's look at 1 minute time frame. So it does seem like it's lost its momentum properly. And it does seem to be on a move down, so could be a successful trade. So looking at these key levels, you can see the market has stayed in this level pretty consistently. So from about 3 p.m. we've had a nice movement within this key level. And there's been some confirmation that the level is there. There was one here, and there was another one around here somewhere. There's more confirmation for the support level this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles that do confirm that level. And for us, let me have a look if we can get a stronger resistance level found. So if we go on a large time frame, let's stick to 5 minutes. So doesn't appear to be that strong. I feel like that's the best that we're going to get. So look closer. We do have some confirmation that it's there. So say if we might base off this one, the 1, 2 that are slightly over, but then we have that one there, this one here. So based off just those key levels, we could expect the price to go back up like it's doing now. So say if we get a limit order for 0.2057, 2057, and take profit would be around 2015, 0.002015. And as off for the stop loss, we could go for 2063, 0.0023, and we can enter that limit order. So now we can wait for the price to go to here. Our limit order will be taken, and then we would expect it to take profit at around this support level. So the price does seem to be stepping up and reaching that level. Get them pumped on. Let's have a look on Bybits. We have what's going to be time frame, let's say a minute, 5 minutes. That would be level. There's a level in fact, and that one is 2. So price is currently there. So if price does hit this level, you can enter by market and expect it to go back up. And then the limit order could be taken there for it to fall back down. So it could start moving in a consolidation. It does seem to be moving like that quite a few times throughout the day. So you can see here, kind of stays in the same range. But it's still an uptrend. And then there are some sharp moves. It does look like a pretty trendy day today. Not today, 2 days ago. That's looking like a bigger time frame. So trend, it looks pretty trendy. Ups and downs, ups and downs. So we have a nice uptrend, a downtrend here. So we have there and here. And then it doesn't quite, I mean, it kind of just about does. And then here we have a very nice uptrend. So we have the first high, and then the next high is obviously bigger than this one, and then this one is obviously bigger than this one. So with higher highs and higher lows on that one. And on a downtrend, you'd obviously see higher lows and lower lows, whereas on a uptrend, you'd see higher highs and higher lows. And then looking on 1 minute time frame, let's have a look. So it does seem to be staying in this range. As you can see, there's an indication here that the level is there. And then here too. Here is as well. And then we have a false break here. And then it touches the support here as well. Here as well. So the level is there. It's pretty clear to see that the level's there. And yeah. So now we're just waiting for the price to reach that resistance level. And then our limit order will be taken for a short position. So as I said before, you can all check the description. There is a link, and you'll obviously be trading alongside me on the same exchange on Everdex. Very nice exchange, very well put together. It is slightly different from other exchanges, and it's very simple to use. And you can obviously have the market orders, limit orders, and the stop limit orders. Relatively easy to understand. The positions, open orders, order history, trade history. So you can, all your trades will obviously be here once you've got your positions opened. And currently we're just waiting for the price to go back up, not go back up, but to go right up to here where our limit order is waiting, which will be for a short position down towards the level of 0.02013. We have a take profit of 2015 instead of 2013. So yeah, we're just waiting for that price to go bullish towards that resistance level. It does seem to be on the way. It's taking a little bit of time, but it is creeping up there. There is a bit of crossover here, but it does look like it's on an uptrend. So realistically, we could see a higher high forming somewhere around this area. So we have one high, and then obviously this high is higher than this one, and that's same for the lows. This low is higher than this low, and then this low is higher than this one. Sorry, this low is higher than this one. That's right. So that looks like what's going to be happening here. So already we seem to have a uptrend, the third formation of the uptrend. So normally uptrends come in threes, sometimes it's even fours or so on. And then here you can also see a downtrend here, but then this one kind of doesn't go in. But this one I think just about does. So the first wave, a second wave, and then the third wave being a bit longer. Lost a bit of the momentum here. Some, what's the word? Head's gone. Head's a shed. Some resistance, that's it. So there's been some resistance here, and then it's obviously continued its trend downwards. And here it's kind of the same thing. Wave here, wave here, and again. 1, 2, and here, through, I believe. This one is bigger. This one, so. And for this one, we have trend going here, here, and then now we can realistically see it topping out here, and then potentially hitting at resistance level. And by the looks of things, that is what's currently happening. And then once it reaches that resistance level, our limit order would be taken, and we would expect a reversal in the price. So it's very close, taking a limit order for the short position. So as you can see, it's very, very close to taking our limit order. Our limit order is like the red line here, for a sell position, for a short position. And once the price goes there, that is when it will be taken, and we will then be in a market order position for a sell position. So you can see a very strong, say very strong, as we're in the 1 minute time frame. But there is a strong uptrend currently going on. So here we have first wave, the second wave, and potentially you could see the final wave here. But as you can see previously, it has pushed at the resistance line, and then it has pushed at the support, and support again, and resistance again. And now we could obviously expect it to hit that resistance line and then come back down. This level does seem to be pretty strong, as you can see. The price does stay in this level. I don't see too strong of the breaks. So if the price were to now touch this resistance level, that would obviously show the indication that the key level is strong and it is there. And it is shown obviously by the multiple candles that have touched that level, as you can see here, 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 and then many other places like here and then here, and same for the resistance. So realistically, we could expect a little dip and then it to go back up. And that would show the strength of the uptrend. So we have here, 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 and then we could realistically be hitting a resistance line and coming back down. Unless obviously we have a true break, which doesn't seem like that's going to happen, but of course it could happen. If there's enough strength in the market for it to happen, it will. So it does look like the price has reversed, has made a reversal. The indicators are showing us a weakness in the momentum and weakness in general. So it does look like we could have obviously put the limit order a bit lower and it could have been taken, but we will have to see what happens. I mean, realistically, it could come again and actually hit that resistance line. So we have to be patient with the market. So about 10 seconds left on this candle. Yeah, so that's another thing that's very nice about this. Well, about evidence, you can see the time that the candle has left. Below. You can see how much time the candle has left for the formation. So there is still some strength, as you can see. There was a big drop. Not too big as in the 1 minute time frame, like I said before, but still it has got some resistance. So the momentum is still there. What we're expecting is obviously the price to come to this resistance level, and that will be when our limit order is taken or short position. As you can see, there are the peaks here, so you can see the uptrend. But this one does seem to be bigger, so that we could actually see a reversal in the price. So this peak does seem to be coming down a lot harder, showing some indication that price could actually go down. As you can see, a nice uptrend, 3 nice waves, peak, peak, peak. So we're just waiting on that trend to continue. You can see the strength is still there, otherwise if it wasn't, it would have already dropped back down. So we could actually see the price moving back up to that resistance level. So as for the indicator, you'd see a peak, a peak, a peak, and then maybe another peak around this area. So just waiting on that confirmation. So we have about 2 seconds left on that candle. Now we have a new one forming, so let's have a look. And it does look like the strength is gone and the price will be going back down to most likely support level. So realistically, we could have entered at the peak. So if we dropped our market, sorry, the limit entry here, so there is a pretty big reversal here. You can see that the momentum and strength have been lost, and now it's on a reversal. So the big candle here, and then another big one here. So it's about 80% that it's going to come for bearish. Right, so we have cancelled that trade, and that will be it for today's live trading session. And there'll be another one tomorrow, so stay tuned for the next videos, and make sure to subscribe to obviously keep up with the videos and to keep up with what the market is going through and what will be happening. in the upcoming days. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.